So ever since I started posting all this information about Walking Tall, some of the people comment and they're like, what's your solution? What should we do? And there's really not a perfect answer for that. Every situation is different. Every person is different. So there's not one answer that can just fix this whole thing. One thing we have got to stop doing, though, is enabling people. If you feed somebody all the food they need every single day, you're not teaching them anything. You're not helping them. All you are doing is making them dependent upon you. And Bible verses keep getting thrown out. I'm not one to do that because I know I'm not perfect, so I'm not going to pick and choose Bible verses that work for me. I had a meeting yesterday with a lady who has worked with the homeless for at least 21 years. And the first thing she said to me was, we have to stop just giving stuff out to everybody, anytime. And when she first said it, she didn't say exactly those words, but when she first said it, I was like, that's kind of mean. How do you let people go hungry? But then she explained herself. So the first time they would come to her, she would give them what they needed. And if they didn't have an ID, she would say, you have to have an ID next time. And if they said, I don't have an ID, then she said, I'll help you get an ID. Because then there are so many other services that they may be eligible for just by having their ID and working with them, asking questions. Some of these people need mental health help. Some of them need to go to a drug rehab facility. I do not want to open any type of facility here. I think we have enough resources that we don't need to open anything else. That's just my personal opinion. That's me. I don't plan on opening anything. I'm not certified for that. How can I just say, oh, I want to open a drug treatment facility when I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing with that? We've got to help these people get to a point where they can take care of themselves. If you're able to work, you should be working. Now, I am not completely heartless. I know things happen. Most of us are a few paychecks away from possibly being homeless. I mean, anything can happen, anything can change. So we need resources available to help in situations like that. But for 10 years, you shouldn't be going to the same place eating every single meal every day. That's not how it's supposed to be. We have to have some accountability in the programs and the people we're serving. We want things to get better. We don't want it to get worse. Do I want to help the homeless? Absolutely. But that's going to take us talking to them, finding out what their story is, and finding out what the issue is. So are they having mental health issues? Are they having problems with addiction? Do they need an ID? Maybe they don't have an ID. So, with the I-9, you can't get a job. Several years ago, I was looking for different treatment facilities for somebody I know. And we had the hardest time finding one that wasn't going to cost us several $1,000s up front. Well, then we found the program in Greenville, and they go to it. You don't have to pay anything up front. They go to it. They get the help they need from somebody who's certified to do that. And then once they're able to, they'll help them get a job. And then they pay, part of their pay goes to pay for treatment and pay for their stay. So they're learning life skills while they're going through their addiction counseling and therapy and all that stuff. So I think that's a great program. And since I've started all this, I've learned there are so many of them all over South Carolina that are just like that. So you don't need a bunch of money up front. Of course, they have to get there. And I looked up a bus fare from Augusta to Greenville, and it's like $66. We have people donating a lot of money, so why not donate it to something that's actually going to have somebody have a good life? I mean, help somebody have a good life, because they're actually going to be able to work and take care of themselves and not be dependent upon somebody else to feed them every single day. So that should be our goal.